Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Malik S, and we back. Nobody Asks Us podcast. Nobody be asking us anything, but we just be answering like somebody
Anyway,
asks us.
all right.
We don't care, man. Whatever, man.
What y'all like better? Y'all like,
Man, look, dude, we gonna edit that right out.
Hey, it's over here like Puerto Rican pop.
Yeah, like you selling drugs or something in the 80s.
Nobody asked him about that.
Nobody asked you about that, bro. But anyway, we back,
asking.
man. It's your boy Malik S. I got my girl Keysha E.
What's up? What's up?
My boy Hess Wesley.
What's up, y'all?
With his chest hair out. I don't know
Right.
what
That's
that's
you
about.
been feeling real. You've been like
Yeah.
feeling real sexy here lately. The
Dude,
voice got deeper.
You know what it is? Ever since he asked his fiance to marry him and she said yes.
It's a whole
This dude
Beyonce
been
right
acting
here.
like he Brad Pitt
Yeah.
in Fight Club.
It's been
or something.
coming, man.
Like
It's been coming. It's been coming. I mean, here's the thing. When you out in the streets
right,
for a long time,
right.
like, here's the thing. You get to the point where, like, you know what? Like, I
You
guess
did it all. You did it all.
I'm just going to be a street
Hey.
fighter. I'm just going to be in the
Street
streets
fighter?
for the rest, like, forever.
Yeah.
That's what we call it.
You know what was funny? that DM we had, that text DM we had.
Oh, yeah.
Where Hess felt like he had the dating white girl label on him because he dated one white girl.
Yes.
And Keysha was like, what'd you say? Hess was like, it was one white girl.
It's not
Keysha
a
said,
number thing. It don't matter. You
Wh-
could have dated 62 black girls. That one white girl on your record.
Make you a white,
Yes.
see?
Yes,
So-
but Hess has
so-
dated more than one white girl. Here's the thing. Here's why people think you
Like-
Here's why people think you date white girls. You may have only dated one actual Caucasian.
Uh-huh.
Right.
But Hess gonna keep him a other.
other,
in his back pocket. He gonna show up with like, but her great grandma,
Yeah,
her daddy side black.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he gonna
He
keep.
gonna
the-
show up with a Portuguese
Yeah.
/ Puerto Rican.
So when you mix all of
It's
the
all
girls
white.
you dated
It's all white.
together,
Right.
It's all
Oh my
white.
gosh.
It
No, I
don't-
think for the most
Yeah.
part, there has to be a little bit of Hispanic in there.
Yeah,
but
look.
you wonder
Little
why
Latin.
people think you date only
Little
date
Latin.
white girls.
You know, I'm from
So-
an island, man. I like a little Latin.
So in Keysha's eye, in Keysha's logic, one white girl, you date white girls.
Do you not? You dated her, right?
Hey, but you can always you can go because he always make the joke about the dude who go gay and can't come back from being gay.
Yeah, but you come
You
back from
can.
dating white girls. You come back from dating white girls though.
That's still there. What do you mean? Yeah,
I know, but I'm
could
saying
go
you could
back
come
to
back.
dating.
Yeah.
A black woman will date you if you
Yeah,
date.
I mean he's married. He's engaged to a black woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He did his
about
thing.
He about to look.
He got a
about
black.
to-
No, she black. She black. You
No,
seen
can
her?
Just do this. You can
She
do
black.
this right there.
Boom. Look at that. She black. She is black.
She got some black in her.
No, she's a black woman.
She black. It's Dominican. It's Dominican.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
See what I'm saying? Then it comes,
hey,
it's the
hey, and they
Hey, we're
are-
the same island. Same island.
They're a little racist though.
Yeah,
The Dominicans.
yeah.
Her
I'm not
family
gonna lie.
probably don't like you.
People be
No,
like,
they
Dominican,
love
not
me.
black. You
Her
like,
family love me.
Dominican.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
There's nothing wrong with that. Hess, love
Hey,
who you love.
look. This is probably the closest we're gonna get. Take the
And
win.
we are.
Take the
Ah.
win, Keysha. Take
We
the
are.
win.
We are.
So how do you know if the person is the one? If somebody is the one?
Good question. I want to ask you that.
You the only one engaged over
I
here.
want to ask you.
Wait,
how-
you was never engaged?
Yeah, I mean, I did all that. I was married. But
You-
what I'm
you was
saying,
married?
you
Yeah.
fresh. So I want to ask you, how long were you guys dating?
Not long.
How long?
Before I asked, a year and 2 months.
So like
good.
right out of the pandemic.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
That's how you know you made it through the pandemic.
Well, if
That's
you would
how
have
you know
asked
she
during
the one.
if you would have asked during the
I
pandemic.
started dating her right after the pandemic, like towards
Right,
the end of the
right,
pandemic.
towards the
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
So how did what was it that made you feel like, all right, I'm done with the white girls. This is white enough. This is white enough for me right here.
Well, first of all, this is my second one. My first one was black as well. FYI.
You was engaged to a black woman?
He was married
I
to
was
a
married
black
to a
Married
black
to a
woman.
black
Yeah,
woman.
and
I
he
mean,
got
I'm
hurt, and y'all made him go to white girls.
That ain't got
Right.
nothing to do with y'all. Y'all gonna stop with that. Y'all gonna stop with that right there.
Y'all hurt that man.
Right.
Who was y'all?
Your
That's
people.
one- that's
Your
one
kind.
woman.
Your
If
kind.
Tamika hurt you, that's
Your
between you and
folks.
Tamika. You
Your
don't
folks.
say
Her
that
Her
over
name was.
everybody.
No, I'm not gonna say her name. Why would I
Don't
say her name?
Why
No,
would you do
I
that?
almost did it.
Why would you
I
start up
almost did it.
something?
Why?
Like, come on, dog.
No, I was gonna because she got
So
a
wait,
black
when was
black
this?
name.
Right.
With when was what?
When you were married.
This was 20. We got married. I got my car in 99.
Yeah.
My truck in 99. No, it was a long time ago. Oh man.
Man, look, we're not talking about old stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get a history of his.
It was right after I graduated college.
Okay.
You know, I met her in college. We dated for a little bit. We got engaged. We were engaged for 3 years. Then we got married, and then we were together for another 4 years, and then.
You were married for 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. I didn't know none of this.
And then
about it.
so from that one to this one, clearly it's gonna be different because you much older and wiser now.
Right.
So what do you feel? What made you be like, all right, this is it for me?
I really think it starts from there, being older and wiser. I
Right.
think the first time I was a little younger, I got married. I think I was 25 years old. And I was like, I really believe that she was the one. And I think she might have been for that time.
Right.
But I didn't, but I mean that because I don't think there was a lot of, because there's a lot of stuff that went down with her and the reason why we broke up.
Right.
But I feel like there's a lot that I could have grown in that could have made the relationship. But I probably wouldn't have dated her. This Hess probably wouldn't have dated that person.
Right.
She was bad. She had all the qualities that I thought that I needed, but
She had
those
all
qualities
all
weren't
the physical.
right. Those qualities. So I didn't know that I needed a woman who was responsible, a woman who took accountability,
Had your back.
who had my back, was
Yeah.
respectful, was vulnerable and allowed me to be vulnerable and sort of brought that out of me in a lot of
Right.
ways, allowed me to be open. I didn't know that I needed those things. What I thought I needed was
A
you gotta
bad
be
bitch.
bad, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, work out and have a nice, you know what I mean?
Throw.
You gotta have some sort of talent. I love talent. All that.
Yeah, you gotta throw.
all that talent as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
it.
All that knowledge.
And so that was that. After that divorce happened, it was a transition from still going after that to
But you was home for a minute though.
well, that's what I meant. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know that I needed all
like
those
it
other
was a
things.
transition.
Right. Yeah.
It was a
yeah.
transition.
It was a whole phase.
Yeah.
So it was sort of like okay, but you know it's fun. You know, you having some fun. You out here.
Right.
You know, I was like I said, I was a street fighter, and so I was out there dating. Mama said shop around, so I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
shopping
yeah,
around.
Mm-hmm.
And I met this girl, and I met her at church. Right, I'm a preacher's kid. I went to church, and one day I just
So
saw
you
her.
know he a wild nigga.
Yeah.
You know he a
Not
wild
necessarily.
boy.
My brother's probably a little bit more wild than I was.
Yeah.
But I saw her at church one day, and she was singing in the church
Praise
thing.
team.
Yeah. And I took a photo of it, and I sent it to my boy, and I was like, "Yo, who's this?" And to be honest, I
You
knew.
pulled your camera out doing service and took a picture of her
Yep.
up there singing?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
if
they
you,
had
if you
cameras.
ain't got that kind of energy for me in the middle of the Lord while you praising the Lord and talking to him about,
And
I
you
was young.
interrupted.
if you don't pull that phone out,
Not only that,
Wow.
there was people behind me. I pulled my phone out, and I made it
You
big.
got big, yeah,
Yeah.
because you want to zoom in.
the people behind him probably was like, this
Yeah,
nigga
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And because my boy Marvin was, and I sent it to him, and I was like, "Yo, put it down." And then that's not when we started dating, by the way.
So she was like, this nigga crazy.
He introduced me to her, and she was like, "The Lord is working on me right now,
Oh,
so
Lord.
I don't know." And I was like, "All
Oh,
right,
damn.
all right." So this was 3 years before we started dating, and
But
then
what's for you is for you.
yeah. And then I would like every now and then, I would see her, like she would have a performance. I would come to her show or whatever, or she'd be her birthday. I'd be like, happy birthday. And then one day it was her birthday. I was like, yo, happy birthday. She's like, oh, thank you. I'm like, when you gonna let me take you out? And she was like, I'm free on Friday.
Bet. Got him.
Wow.
And we went out that Friday and it was over.
Yeah, y'all was together. Y'all would that.
But how did I know it was her? To be honest, I don't know. I just remember when I met her face to face, I was like, this is gonna be my wife.
Right.
100%.
I feel like I hear that a lot from dudes, like
That's dope.
dudes that are married, like they knew in that first meeting or really quick, like they'll say like, this is gonna be my wife.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, it's a feeling.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, a lot of times people be like your first one.
yeah.
Just because you get divorced, that doesn't mean at that moment it wasn't true. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It
It
still
was true to who the person you were
It was,
at the time.
Exactly. It was
Yeah.
true to the moment. It was true to the time. It was true to who I was at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it wasn't gonna not be timeless. You know what I'm saying? Like your intentions are always for it to be like, oh, I hope I keep this feeling.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm
Was
saying?
that the
But
feeling you had when you
yeah,
first
it's
met
the same.
her?
Like you
Soon
always
as you
be,
met her, you
yeah.
thought, "This is my wife."
Not soon I met, but you just be like, yo, this is it.
Yeah.
But then people change. And we always say people change. We always take that to the negative. It's not
Right,
necessarily
right.
a bad
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
People change. People evolve. People want different things. So sometimes relationship dissolves We all in here ain't only been with one person, so we know that to be true.
I only been with 2.
You know what
She
I'm
was
saying?
my second.
Yeah, okay.
person.
All right.
You got
Of
17
color.
white girls on your
Of-
right.
of
I'm
color.
like,
Just one.
Of color. You didn't let him finish.
oh, okay. Go ahead.
Of
'Cause I
color.
was
You
like,
didn't let him finish.
wait a minute.
No, but
Of
you know,
color.
like
That's
you have
stupid.
exes. We all have exes.
I don't have exes.
You have exes.
I've never been in a
You know what I'm
relationship
saying?
in my life.
Well, something wrong with you, Keisha. You probably shouldn't say that out loud.
Never been in a relationship in my
Yeah,
life.
that
I know what
explains a
you're
lot.
talking about.
But yeah, it's just like any, like relationship. Here's the real question. When do you start going together? Because back in elementary, we used to ask.
When you had sex.
We used to ask.
Like-
Now we don't ask.
So
How do you know you go
When you
together?
had sex.
my first.
Oh, okay, that's your
Really?
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Keisha, like
We have sex, we go together. What she saying real bad.
He like, does that work for you too?
We have
That's
sex,
how
I
it
mean
work
your
for you?
mama
No,
in the
I'm
morning.
not. No, I was literally asking, but Keisha said for her.
I'm
Oh,
meeting
once
your
you
mom in the morning.
Once you hit, we.
What time is she available? Miss such and such. How you doing?
So once he hit, you know you my boyfriend.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
No,
well,
you're right.
To each his own. you
My
know?
first girlfriend, and I knew she was my girlfriend because before school, I was in elementary school. Before school started, she came up to me and she was like, "I like you." So she asked me out,
Right.
and I'm like nervous the entire day. After school, I go to her and I'm like, "I like you," and then I run away. And that
Dudes
meant,
still be doing that
that
at 40.
meant,
Go ahead.
that meant we go out. That meant we go
Right.
together. When I moved to LA, I realized that there are levels to it, right?
Right.
So you're dating. That means you got a bunch in your pocket, right?
Right.
And then you start seeing someone, right? That means you still got the ones in your pocket, but
Right.
let me focus on this one person.
Right.
And if that mess up, you go back to your pocket and you
Right.
start doing that. And then after seeing someone, then you go to the next level where you say, okay, now we exclusive. You know
That's
what I mean?
the relationship?
Right.
That's the relationship
Okay.
part.
Right.
And
I'm
then
about to
after
say, there's
that,
another
you know,
step. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Because it just seems like nobody ever says we go together. It's just like you
Yeah.
just wake up one day and you got a man or you
my
got a
last relationship,
girlfriend.
it was like a.
Yeah, I
was
said
like
it.
Like he asked, yeah.
How
Okay.
did he ask?
He asked me to date him.
Like how? Like
One.
you said, can we be together?
Well, it was a cute thing because we both really love the movie Brown Sugar. So you know
Uh-huh.
how in the movie when he comes up to the radio station, he has the paper on the thing and he's like,
Will you be
we did
with me?
whatever. Yeah.
Right.
So it was that kind of a thing. And then the relationship. So then it was like, and it was crazy because I felt it that day. I was like, he about to ask me to be his girl this day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, we had went out, had a good time, whatever. And then later that evening, he was just like, let's make this official. Like, I want to make you my girl. You my girl, whatever.
Okay, I didn't know
Like,
people still do
okay.
that. I thought
Like,
it was-
what's a
'Cause I feel
creative
like you have
way?
to- I do feel like in a sense at this age, I think for some people it feels kind of childish to say that. But
Right.
it's also like if you don't have that clear understanding.
then you leave that opening.
Yeah, we go together. It needs to be very, very clear.
But you already said if he hit, it's
oh
understood.
yeah, he hadn't had sex yet.
It's understood that
He had
way.
sex at that point.
No, but I'm just
That
saying.
night.
But I'm just saying if he had hit before the conversation, we still go together.
Oh, we go together.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like what are some creative ways like you can ask somebody? Because I'm not just about to be like, hey, can you be
I
my
think
girlfriend?
You just ask. Like I
Can
think
you be my girlfriend?
don't say it like
Will you be
hey,
my-
can you
Will
be
you be my girlfriend?
Or you could be like, if she going out with her girls, be like, don't get fucked up.
I feel like a lot of times dudes
Yeah.
do that. I feel like a lot of
That-
times
that's
That's
like
when we
what
go
we go
together
together.
too.
Or they'll be on the
That
phone
we
with
go
somebody,
together, too.
Like, yeah, I'm over with my girl. You be like, oh, I'm your girl.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you going
yeah.
somewhere with your girls, I'm like, hey, don't get fucked up.
But see,
Then we
that,
go
again,
together.
You have dudes that's not
We
your
go
man
together.
that still feel that way.
See,
so
I
it
would
got
do-
to be,
I would do something
'cause
creative.
My quick response to that is, am I your girl?
Yeah.
Are we together?
If I say
Okay,
that,
all right, I'm
then
gonna
yeah.
give a-
And then what does he have to say after that?
He has to say yes. Because if it's no,
Then
I'm
I can
out.
do what I want to do.
yeah.
See, I would do
Yeah.
like a message or something. I'll write like a message and like make it like romantic, or I'll like do a scavenger hunt or something. I'll do
See,
something
don't play
creative.
with me like
Well,
that. That's just a ring.
uh,
Because that's,
nah, I mean,
that's doing too much to say girlfriend. You better have a ring.
Yeah,
I feel like another level of it, because people have different levels. People have different things that's important to them. So let's just say you are having sex,
Yeah,
but you still didn't say you go together.
right.
Once we raw, we go together. If it's raw, we go together, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
on now. We was just
It's
fucking
raw.
before.
Yeah,
But if we
now
raw, hey,
come on,
hey,
like yeah,
come on now.
we playing with fire.
Yeah, I'm
playing
in
with fire.
escrow.
Yeah,
I'm
But I
in
feel like at
escrow.
this age, we go together, it's going to be raw.
Not necessarily. That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
40,
Not if
nigga,
you
it's-
just smashing casually up front. But once
Well,
you
I
go
guess,
raw,
yeah, if you operate in that way.
that's what I'm saying.
But
Some
I
people
ain't
operate
casually smash.
Yeah, but
so
you not. But I'm saying
we have sex. We can go ahead and go raw because we go
a lot
together.
of people casually
And-
smash. You know, I don't judge.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care.
I'm not saying that. They don't have
But
to,
I feel like if I go raw, we go together. You know what I'm saying? You can't get raw dick and we cool. You get condom dick if we cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if we cool.
yeah. Because if we get raw dick, you can't hit nobody else.
Right.
You can't
Right.
be like, I'm finna
That's
go with my
dangerous.
homeboy. Ain't no more homeboys.
Right. Yeah.
Ain't no more homeboy.
Ain't
Yeah.
no more.
Ain't no more
Ain't
of that.
no more homeboys?
Nah, I'm your homeboy.
Not dudes that she dating, her actual guy friends.
Nah,
It's I'm your homeboy.
You better be homeboy on Zoom.
Malik is a whole
y'all-
guy. He do not care. Malik,
y'all need to meet
Malik
up
seem
in
like
person.
He be like, go ahead.
Right.
Zoom.
Zoom.
Y'all Zoom. Y'all could be friends
Oh
on Zoom.
my God.
Y'all need to go hang out together. I'm gonna go see Woman King with my homeboy. No, the fuck you ain't.
Right.
What's wrong with me?
Right.
I like Woman King. I'm
Yeah.
going.
This
Yeah.
her best friend.
Nah.
Hey,
nah.
Keysha, is it the same thing for women? Y'all just know as well.
I think for me, I think that's a tough question. I think most women, I don't know, because I think a lot of women just want to be in a relationship. I feel
Right.
like oftentimes.
Do they though?
I think so. I think a lot of women, or even like, and I'll speak for my friend group. I'll say that because these are people I
Okay.
have conversations
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
They're very open to like going out with a dude that they're not even really into him. Just like, well, let me just see, right? Because you do want something. You hope maybe it can grow into something. I think most women think, especially at this age, they're thinking about marriage, they're thinking about kids, they're thinking about family. And so I think sometimes he doesn't necessarily have to be the one, but he'll do. He's ready to commit. He treats me good. He's, whatever. So I think, I don't know. I think for me, I do. Because I don't typically date dudes that I don't. One, I have to already have an interest. Not saying I know you're the one when I date you, but.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like the race or anything.
What you mean?
Like
no,
if they black.
Keisha's definitely racist.
I'm not racist.
I definitely think it
Like if they
matters
black.
for her.
That's not racist, but yes.
Keisha's
I need a
definitely-
black.
to
You
be
need a
black.
black man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mama
Well, you
black,
know,
daddy black.
I mean, I saw a video with this girl. She was like, "I'm done with black men because this and that." And I'm like,
That's everybody though. I mean, I think
But
that's
men say that too.
every nationality.
I
says
think that's
that.
a cop out. If you want to date white
Yeah.
girls, just say that. Don't blame it
But
on
I don't
a
like
bad
that.
experience.
if you, it's just our stuff get highlighted because that's who we follow. But I feel like if you
right,
if
you're
you
right.
was to
Yeah.
speak to
Yeah, you're
Spanish
right.
people, Indian people, they
I don't
all
think
say
so.
that.
I think we
so.
are the only ones that are so gung ho about dating
No,
outside
it's
of
the
race. I don't
one
think
you
white
see.
people are like, or Asian people are like.
I think so.
I don't
'cause
think no
everybody
Asian
been
woman
hurt.
is like, he did me wrong, I'm about to go date a
I think
Latino.
everybody been hurt. Everybody.
But being hurt doesn't mean you. What is going to another race?
But
gonna
that's
do?
but that's where it comes from.
I don't think so. I think that's the excuse you use because you don't want to just say, I want to date.
But they gotta
Others.
want to date for a reason though.
But your reason I can't want to date a white man because you hurt me. What does that have to do with
It
Hess?
can happen.
Or what does that have to do with the
But-
next
So-
white man?
I feel like for women, this is what's interesting to me. When like you ask your fiance to marry, your girlfriend to marry you, right? What's funny to me is like the fact that a woman says yes right then and there. That means all this time she's just been waiting for that.
Yeah, we
'Cause
have to
there's
wait
no
for
way you
y'all.
can make that decision that fast. So it's like
Yeah.
every day you wake up just want to be
You
married.
literally, we waiting on y'all.
That's
Like,
so crazy to me.
Unfortunately, in a sense, I don't want to say the power.
Why
lies
not
in my
ask?
hand.
I got my
Because I'm a girl.
I got my 3-month rule.
What else you want me to do?
I got
Open
my
your door?
personal 3-month rule. If I've gone 3 months and like I got to the place where I'm like, okay, it's either go there or just end it. I usually do that.
Wait, in 3 months, if you don't feel like you want to marry her, you break
Yeah,
up
I
with
just
her?
end it. Yeah,
That's interesting.
that's my 3-month rule.
Yeah, I don't know if I know in 3 months though.
Well, I mean, like just to be my girlfriend.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I thought you said
Yeah, yeah,
married.
yeah.
For the
I was
married.
like,
Yeah, no. So
oh yeah, I think 3 months is.
So
in 3
I
months,
start-
I should already be your girlfriend.
Yeah,
well,
that's a long
what,
time.
So yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So I started dating my girl after a couple days, like after a week we were together.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I agree with that because
If I've been
I'm-
doing all this
I'm
for
not-
3 months, I'm
I'm
like, all
not
right.
with that. If we continuously going out, I ain't with that dating stuff, dog.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not finna feed your ass 3 times a week for 3 months, and you like we still dating. Nah, bitch.
Yeah,
we
so
go
you got to
together.
cut it off. Yeah.
Like I'm not
yeah,
finna keep
yeah,
buying
yeah.
these
But
dinners.
that's on you to make that. Do you want her to be your girl?
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not doing all that. I'm not finna keep feeding your ass, and we still, you know what I'm saying. If I'm doing all that, we go together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that makes sense. I'm not opposed to that. But
Yeah, I'm not finna. You ain't finna keep getting these meals up out of me. I'm feeding you 3 times out the week. It's
why do
another
dudes
nigga.
have such a heart? That's a thing, a LA thing I hear. Like,
Cause it ain't cheap.
guys don't want to take girls on dates.
Cause it's not you. I gotta like you.
Neither is the Rolex watch y'all be wearing.
That's mine for me.
Can I
Okay,
show-
but if you're looking for a wife, if you want a lifetime partner or something, that's an investment.
Can I
That's
show y'all?
yours. She's
That's
yours.
different. That's
Can I
different.
show y'all?
How?
Can I show y'all what I was talking about and why I was asking about that? And I guess I could put in the edit later, but I'll let y'all watch it so y'all can
For this. But
hold on.
I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men. I am so tired of the lack of commitment, the lack of support, the lack of encouragement, the lack of money. Like, I don't know what to do from this point on, but I can tell you one thing. My interest in dating another black man is like 1% at this point. They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together, and then they don't want to support us in return. They don't want to commit to us. They don't want to marry us, but then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us. I need someone who's intentional in every single
That's
aspect.
just who she's meeting.
That's what I was about to say. I think
That's
a lot
just
of what
who
she
she's meeting.
said.
That's what she's hanging out
Yeah,
at.
there's truth in some things she said when it comes to some black men. There
I
are a
think
lot of
to
black men that
men.
All
don't want to
men,
get
period.
married.
I think men.
Well, I mean, you only know your experience of who you're dating, right?
Right.
So if I'm dating a pool of black men, there are a lot that I meet dudes out here that's like, I'm not ready for a relationship. You're 45.
But he's being honest.
what are you?
though.
You're being honest. And I respect your honesty, but what are you? You know what I mean?
Don't date him.
I'm not. This is my point that I'm making is, in having those dealings, sometimes you will feel like, some of what she's saying. What I'm saying is that the things that she's saying is not false, but it's for who she is dating.
Right.
That does not mean you completely stop dating all black men. That's
Well,
what I'm
but
saying. That makes no sense
That's
to me when
true.
people say that.
But I would say this. I feel like, to me, that's a reflection of her. If she keeps meeting these type of dudes, that's a reflection of her.
I don't
Right.
know about that because do you know?
Nah.
There's dudes out
But
there
do you know
that
up
will.
front, there's some dudes that are honest. There was a dude that tried to talk to me, and he was like, I think you're beautiful. I think you're smart. He was like, I don't understand, blah, 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 how you single and all these things, right?
Mhm,
Right.
mhm.
But he was like, he recently got out of a marriage, and like, I'm broken right now. I'm not ready. And I respected that. I was like,
Uh-huh.
I appreciate that, right?
Right.
So, I don't, if he wasn't, he could have not been honest with me. On the outside, seems like a great catch. Nice looking dude, got his shit together, all
But
the whole
let me
nine.
tell
If
you-
he didn't tell me that himself, I would not have known that until some point within dating him of being like, okay.
But at
So
the same, I could be wrong, but I just feel like, to me, it's just like when I hear dudes be like, bitches ain't shit. Nigga, if you 40 years old, you still saying that, nigga, it's you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's you.
Yeah.
So for me,
You know who
the
but
fact,
you guys are you guys are approaching most of the time.
but the fact that that guy will tell you that, it's a reason why. You know why? Because he respects you.
Mhm.
If you don't carry yourself a certain way, he probably like, let me get this pussy and I'm out.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, if you feel that way and it just keeps happening, at some point, what's the common denominator to all those niggas?
I don't know that I would say it's necessarily. I think if you're dating if you're dating a street dude or drug dealer, you know what's gonna come with that. But I think there are a lot of
The way she was talking, that sound like that's who she's been meeting.
no, it's a lot of I
Like,
feel like
she-
it's more. I feel like street dudes are quicker to get into a relationship than corporate America or dudes. Dudes out here got their stuff together.
But
Be
she
like,
didn't
I ain't
say
tryna
she
get
didn't say
married.
don't be in a relationship. She said commitment and get married.
That's what I'm saying. You have a lot of dudes. One of my homegirls, we were
Street
just
dudes
talking.
be
They will commit. She's just talking to this guy out here, very successful dude, and all he care about is work. And he's like, I don't know that I have time for this, and da 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 da. So it's not necessarily that she's attracting some type of bad dude. I just think that there is a lot of that within.
I mean, she could be dating dudes too that probably don't got their shit together as much as they would like, so they don't want to commit because they know the responsibility that comes behind that. There are dudes like that, a lot of them that
It
way.
is. It's dudes like
But-
that, and it's dudes that got their shit all the way together, and it's like I ain't getting married because for what? Somebody can take my half. So I think it's you can you can find that, but I think the thing is then you just date another person,
I'm
but it
not gonna
doesn't
say-
go to another race.
I'm not gonna say she's that's that guy. I don't know her, so I'm sure what she's saying is true to her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I will say, I mean, we only hearing her side. We
Right.
ain't
Yeah,
heard
the dude.
nobody she dated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We ain't heard nobody she did. We just hearing her say this, that, and that. And we might meet somebody that she did, be like, man, that girl a bitch.
Right.
I'm not saying she is. I don't know her.
Ends, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she want me to buy Birkin
Because
bags.
there
I don't
are-
know her. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's truth on both ends, right? Because there are, and like me, I only want to date a black man, right?
Right.
This is not all, by no means. But I've come across dudes, they got a lot of kids, a lot of baby mamas. I don't want that.
Right.
That's not to say nobody of another race.
So that's that
You
cut.
come across
That's a
dudes
pool.
that
That's a part of the pool gone.
they're successful,
right.
but
So
they either are not trying to commit. They only like, I only care about my career. I only got time for my career. Or
Right.
they want like a doormat, right?
right.
You have dudes that ain't shit. How many black men cheat? And how many black women have gotten cheated on?
How
That would have
many
been
men
amazing
cheat?
women,
How many
right?
men cheat?
But so what I'm saying is, if you're only dating black men, you're going to have these experiences.
Right,
So,
so
it's not
basically-
that it's not true.
Well, because your pool is so short because you want a man with faithful, good job, no
yeah,
kids.
faithful is too much to ask
So
for.
so
Just take me
no
out the
no.
game.
What I'm saying is you look for a man with faithful, good job, no kids around your age. It's 4 of them, dog.
But no, what I'm
Good luck.
saying
Right.
is that
It's
you're
4
going to
dudes.
experience, like you're going
Oh, it's
to
3. Hess gone.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know
going-
too
and
many
then,
grown
and,
men.
and then a lot of
Experience
dudes are looking
thing.
for the women with like less than 5 bodies.
Or
That
but
exists.
what I'm saying is because of
if you under
and
20
this
something.
this is not age shaming, but because I'm assuming you're gonna want a man at least 40, 38 probably your lowest. Without a kid,
There's
it's
plenty of
hard.
men without kids.
okay, but then they not gonna check off the other boxes.
But here's
you
what,
want.
the thing that I'm saying is, and that's fine if they don't. I'm just saying her experience. There's truth to what she's saying, right?
There's
I
truth
might
to what
decide
she's
to
saying.
date the man with 5 kids and 5 baby mamas. I might decide to do that, but he exists, and so you do have these experiences.
Right.
There are, particularly in LA. It's dating out here is just a clusterfuck,
Yeah.
right? But I don't think, and so I agree with you overall of like that's not a reason to go to another race. You just date another
I
man.
agree with
And
you,
I'm not
right.
saying she's doing something wrong to attract these type of men because these men
Yeah.
populate this
I mean,
world. There's so
we don't,
many of them.
We don't know her story. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but what I'm saying is just like, you can't just, it's like the same thing we ask white folks not to do to us. So she can't turn around and just say,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
you
can't
know what I'm
just
saying?
say,
Like, we
oh,
don't
Right,
want white
yeah.
folks to be like, oh, black people lazy, da 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 da.
Yeah.
It's like that's the same thing she's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I think I know a lot of quite a few women out here. I don't know where she's located, but in LA, who are interested in dating a black man, but are now dating white men. I know a couple that are married
I think
because
it's
they're
fine.
like. But the thing, I think it's it's totally fine. But that's not really what they want.
Right.
But their experience with black men out here has been like I don't get hollered at that often out here.
Can I tell you something? I think.
Really?
And look at me, look at me.
No, seriously, really, you don't?
Not by black men.
But let me
No.
tell you, I think what the
Wow.
problem is sometimes I'm not a woman, I'm not, but I think sometimes with probably people in the industry, they only leave it to the industry. So it's always gonna be a
I be
small
everywhere.
pool. You know what I'm saying?
I
what
be
I'm saying-
everywhere. I be
Where you be at?
Inglewood. Now, I'm not going too far in the hood. I'm not gonna go too
No,
far.
but it's not even where you at though. It's just
But I
more
go
so.
everywhere.
It's not even where you at. It's just I think that sometimes a lot of people in the industry tend to stay in the industry.
Yeah.
So of
Mm-hmm.
course that pool is gonna be smaller. That's like me saying I want a black woman in the industry, no kids. This is a
Yeah.
It's hella
yeah.
black women in the industry with no kids.
I
That's
know,
part of the
but-
problem of being in this
But what
industry
I'm
is you
saying
might
is,
not
it
have
still
kids.
shrinks that pool down though.
Yeah.
That don't mean I'm gonna like her just because she has.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. You can have this list,
Yeah,
and you can meet
somebody
him
not-
and don't
Mhm.
even like his ass.
That's why I don't have this crazy
You know
list.
what
I
I'm
just have
saying?
to like you. It's a thing. I have to like you.
Right.
There are some things I'm not particularly attracted to, but I don't
Right.
have this list of like this.
Right, and then you meet dude and
No,
you're like,
I
can't-
meet you
don't
and I
like
know
dude.
if I like you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know
Because
what
you're
I'm
just
saying?
checking off boxes, but that doesn't mean I have chemistry with you. That doesn't mean I like your personality.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean you're a good person. Like there's so many other things aside
Right.
from this. I've never had this physical kind of like.
No. One thing that I think sometimes a lot of I can speak as a man that irritates men sometimes, and I think this is. I'm sure it was like that back in the day, but because of social media, everything gets highlighted.
Yeah.
The thing that's irritating for most men is when women have these demands that they don't have for themselves.
Yeah.
Man, I buy me a Birkin. Bitch, you got a Birkin?
Right.
Do you
I
have
don't-
one
I
now?
don't- I've never cared about.
I'm
stuff
not
like-
saying
I mean, yeah,
you,
like,
but I'm
no, I
saying,
know
but
what
that
you're saying.
happens a lot.
Yeah.
A man got a this,
Yeah.
and then you'll hear him, and you'll hear him
Yeah.
of what the man they want, and then you'll look at them, and I'll be like, "Well, bitch, he too good for you."
Yeah.
And he knows that.
Yeah, why would he be with
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
I think that's silly anyway, though. Like, I don't know. I think you should look more at the person. You know what I mean?
But the
Because he
social
could buy
media
you a
world-
Birkin. He can have 10 other chicks he buy a Birkin.
and also beat your ass.
That too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or he can buy you a regular little, you know.
A little coach, right? Little coach first.
I'm not
No.
wearing Coach, but I ain't wear Coach since 98. But
Since '98.
it ain't got to be Birkin, you know what I mean? But you treat me right. That's more important.
But it gotta be Birkin, but it can't be coach. So in between.
Don't buy me Coach. I don't like. I'm
In
not going
there,
to work. I'm
in
not
there,
like Coach.
But in there.
Yeah, it could be in there.
In
You know what I
between.
mean?
In
It
the
could be in between.
You want to play in the 50-yard line.
I just think, first of all, the cost of a Birkin bag to me is just ridiculous for no reason. So
Right,
I have
no
my
reason.
limits of like, and I don't know, maybe I'm not a billionaire, so maybe once I
Look.
become, but I don't think I would spend that type of money on certain things, no matter how much money I have.
I would tell my daughter this. My daughter's about to be 15 soon. I'll tell her, if you dating a dude, let's say my daughter has an apartment and she dating a dude and he buys her a Birkin, I'd be like, leave that nigga.
Right,
'Cause
because
he's
your priorities
stupid.
ain't
Because
together.
he's stupid.
Yeah.
Your priorities ain't
He should
together,
have
your
bought you a
apartment.
condo or a
Right.
townhouse or something.
Yeah.
This nigga bought you a purse.
Yeah.
Like, nah, leave him.
Yeah.
He ain't smart.
Yeah.
Or stack, then leave him.
Right.
Get all you can.
Yeah.
And then leave. Just know this is not your last dude.
Right.
Get your paper.
Right.
Don't
That's
put your heart
hilarious.
in this.
Yeah.
Because he's stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
That's why I think
stack
more
your paper.
positive black love and relationships and the real things need to be highlighted versus the, oh, he bought me this, or, you know.
Right.
So it's,
But that's the
it's-
social media. That's what we live in. People, like, even, being a performer, you're a comedian, Like, I go to shows. I've been to shows where I've literally watched people watch the show through their phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all about social media. It's not even about the
Yeah.
real moment.
Yeah.
It's about letting people know this where I'm at, this
Yeah,
where I
yeah,
was.
yeah.
It's not about them being there.
You ever
in
had
the
somebody
present.
do live at your show? I'm live
Yes,
right now.
that's what I'm saying.
Really?
They'll go live. It's
Like,
not
can you
even
get your
about.
phone off?
They're not in the present.
Yeah.
Even like with these Birkin bags. Give me the Birkin bag because it'll look like I'm rich. I don't have to be rich.
Mm-hmm.
People care more so about the look than the actual thing.
Yeah.
As long as I look rich, I ain't got to be rich.
That's why
Yeah.
As long as I
really
look
also
happy, I ain't
do-
got to be happy.
Yeesh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. That's why I be keeping it real on social media. Like, your girl going through what? I'm still going to crack these jokes tonight, but because that's real life. It's not
Right.
like, oh, her life is perfect. Like, no, my life is
Nobody's life is perfect. man.
Right.
You know who got perfect life? Dead people. They ain't got no bills. They ain't got no doctor's appointment. They ain't got nowhere to be tomorrow.
No, doctor.
Dead people chilling. They gonna
Yeah.
do the same thing they was doing yesterday.
I cannot.
They ain't got no plans.
I cannot.
Yeah. But hey,
Yeah.
man. So when you know, basically.
When you know, I know when I know, I feel,
You
but
feel
as a
something.
woman, you're not gonna ask a man,
Right.
I mean,
So you still waiting
these
for them.
days.
Women asking.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask a man.
I wonder how I would feel if a woman asked me. I think I'd be embarrassed if she did it in
See
front
what
of
I'm
people.
saying?
Yeah.
If she did it in front of a crowd, I'd be like,
But y'all be like, why won't you ask a dude? And then your response is, I'd be embarrassed if my girl.
I'm gonna
'Cause
say
that's
yeah
not-
though,
it's
because I'm
just
not gonna embarrass
natural.
her.
Say yeah.
I'm not gonna embarrass
But on the
her.
inside, you did not like the fact that
Oh,
she
no,
asked
I
you
ain't
that.
like it. Like,
Exactly.
you made
So
me feel
y'all
like
be
a
like,
bitch.
why won't you
Right.
ask a dude?
You made me feel like a bitch.
Because that's why.
But if you ask a dude, do it privately.
No.
Don't ask me at the game.
Because you're gonna have pictures of a proposal. So your pictures is your girl down on
Yeah.
one knee with a ring.
Yeah, and I gotta
Ain't
say,
no way.
you know what? For me though, I feel like even if somebody was to propose to me publicly, I'm just such a little softy. I would say yeah, even if I ain't mean it at that moment.
I feel like you gotta.
And
say
then later
that.
on, I'd be like,
And let's talk about
I
this.
only say
Yeah.
I feel like
right, yeah.
I almost feel like when somebody proposes to you, you gotta. Say,
Not if it ain't
yeah.
public though.
See,
If
that's-
it's-
No,
if
in
it's-
public. I'm saying if
yeah,
somebody proposes to you
in
in public,
public,
I
yeah.
almost feel like you gotta be
You gotta
like,
say yes.
See, that's the thing. That's the traditional way, right? The dude have to ask the woman. What are some traditions, right, that women expect from men, but today they don't necessarily.
I don't know nothing about that because I expect the same thing. I'm very.
Keisha
I'm
still-
a gender role.
Yeah.
Old
Keisha-
school.
Yeah, she still wants you to walk on the outside.
I
on
don't
the
know- I don't
know
sidewalk,
who
so
Open the
grandma-
doors.
So the car can
Yes.
hit you and not her.
I don't know who grandma was fighting for the right. to
Uh-huh.
have a- no, sir.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
know of any.
Real quick, how
Uh-huh.
did you ask?
We went to our first spot. We went to our first date. It was at
Okay.
it was a place called Republique on La Brea in Los Angeles, and I took her there again. She ain't know.
Right.
I had her parents flew her
Nice.
parents in from Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'd
so-
have put it together like we going to the same place.
Yeah.
No, she
Look at
didn't.
my
She
cute
didn't put.
dress
She
on.
didn't put it together at all.
Did you make sure her nails was done?
I got her nails, huh?
Okay, you made sure her nails.
Yeah,
okay.
I got her nails done or whatever, because you take photos, whatever. Did all that, and man, it didn't go too well. So
What you mean?
I went to the restaurant, and I had the cameras. I hid the cameras upstairs to capture everything. Anyway, when I asked her, she was just like in shock. So she didn't know. So she kept asking like really for like 2 minutes. And so
you get nervous now. You sweat.
Like,
so
shit.
at first I was like, okay, like this is really bad for production value, right? Because I have my thing.
That's
I'm
what
like,
you worried about.
somebody give her the lines, just or like say yes, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
You're
then
killing my video.
right, exactly. And I'm like, and I'm thinking,
You had
okay,
to
maybe I
edit
could do a
it.
cut. Yeah, I can do a cut.
Think about his real
Put it
life
in
right
there,
now.
it's gonna be an
Think
ad.
about
Hey,
Go
but
ahead.
listen, after like a minute and a half, I was like, oh shit, did I ask too soon?
Right.
Right? And then her family comes out because they know when I asked, and she said, yeah, they're gonna come out and start clapping.
Right.
They come out, start clapping
they
ahead of time. Because they're
Now
like,
the pressure. Now she
She
like.
should have said yeah by now,
Yeah.
right?
of course,
Now she
of
gotta
course
say
she would have
it.
said
Yeah.
yeah by now, like,
Yeah.
but I'm still on my knees and I'm like still got the ring. And then so like they start, so then everybody around the restaurant, they turn around like,
So she had to say,
you hear like a
pressure. And
collective
still
gasp.
like,
Everybody was like that. And then they were like, oh snap. Then they start clapping. Right? And then I'm like, this girl didn't say
Yeah.
yes. She still didn't say yeah. And then so now I'm getting worried. I'm like,
Right.
okay, maybe I like
You shot-
at
you-
first.
yeah.
At first I'm like, no, I got this.
I got
But then
this.
after 2 minutes,
yeah, that's
I'm
a
like,
long
all
time.
right,
Yeah.
maybe I like shot the gun too soon. Like,
Yeah.
what's happening? But she was just very emotional, and she thought she was on a reality show at some point.
Oh,
It's like, is this
God.
a reality show?
Oh my God.
And I was like, no, like say something.
Why would I do that to you?
Exactly. Eventually, like she gave me one of those little ugly, like, and then everybody started clapping again. And
So wait,
then,
had y'all discussed marriage at all before?
we've discussed the possibilities, but it was nowhere in her head that it was gonna happen like this soon.
okay.
Right.
Like it probably might happen like in a year or 2 years from now, but definitely not now.
Gotcha.
This dude say, maybe I'm gonna cut it. I'll be
I'm
able
gonna
to
cut
cut
it.
it.
I'll be
I can
recording.
throw something in, some graphics.
Hey, we gotta see the video, man.
Yeah, I
You still-
recorded.
you
It's a
still
little dark.
edited it?
Yeah, man. Listen, I had a lav, so I had to go in the bathroom to put the lav
Oh,
on.
my
My video
God.
guy was a little, he didn't do
You
that
gotta
well
say,
because
yeah.
he didn't capture
audio.
the sound.
Ah.
So I have to do like subtitles or something. I
That's
have to figure
good
it out.
because you
Yeah.
probably was like shit, and she probably was like,
You could do voiceover.
Yeah,
That might be dope.
Well, yeah. I'll do my voice
You
and
know-
then have AI.
But you know what'd be funny though? If you just tell us how you told us about voiceover.
you really
This
was
is where
how
I
you
got
feel.
worried.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if you could look at the timestamp.
Yeah, I might do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be-
that'd
At
be
this
dope.
point,
Yeah,
I
it was
knew
at this point I was thinking, what did I just do?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
No, that's a
man.
good idea.
That's funny, man. Well,
Yeah.
hey,
Congratulations.
look, each
Thank
and
you,
every
thank
week,
you.
Nobody Asks Us podcast. Catch us on YouTube. Anywhere they got podcasts, you can listen to us. I'm Malik S. Malik S Comedy on everything, all social media platforms. Even like Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, J-Date. I'm on everything, even Grindr.
That was about to say, don't say Grindr. God, you still on there?
I'm just trying to build my fan base, Keysha.
His fan base have been
That's
growing
what,
a lot.
that's what they say.
Check the demographics of women
That's
and men.
what they say. It's your girl Keysha E. It's been a great episode. Y'all can find me on Instagram. It's Keysha.E.
And I'm Hess Wesley. Make sure y'all share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Peace.